Tuesday webinar. All right, it says we are live and going. This is our regular Tuesday recruiting webinar, and we are in Seacret. There's definitely storm in the air, the big perfect storm that we're gonna have one of the biggest and most important conventions in the history of Seacret in just a few weeks. In fact, less than 3 weeks, we have our convention, Ignite convention. So the first thing that I want to say to all the guests that are listening to us today and watching us today is that you absolutely need to make plans to be in Phoenix. And on September 17th, we have our international convention in Phoenix, and we are excited to have you. And obviously, we would love to give you a warm welcome and say thank you for taking time to look at Seacret today. My job today is to give you just enough information to really see the not only the timing and the product and the compensation plan, but mostly importantly is the heart of the company, what we are made out of. And so my name is Elena. I am super excited to be with you today. Usually you see probably my husband, Casey, but here we are today. And like I said, I'll jump right into it. So the company, as you know, is called Seacret. It's a pretty interesting name because, again, when you become part of our company, you become a secret agent, which is quite sexy, actually. So about the company a little bit. The company actually been around for over, let's see, more than 15 years now, if we combine the retail and the relationship marketing side of Seacret. And some of you might have had an encounter with Seacret before if you've ever been to any major mall and you had a chance to maybe being bothered or harassed by a Israeli person that sits in the stands in the middle of the mall in the kiosk. If you remember about 10 years ago, there was no such a thing as the kiosks in the middle of the mall, and they figure out that it's actually really cool form of marketing the products. So they started selling this skincare, which if you think about it, it's the last thing you would put in the middle of the mall inside the kiosk. Because if I have money to spend, if I want to buy some skincare, I'm definitely not buying it from the kiosk, right? Especially from the people that hardly speak any English to explain to what it does. So, but nevertheless, that model emerged, and over 10 years, the company sold over $1 billion worth of this product. That's fascinating in its own right. So when we, for example, when we launched the company here in the United States as a network marketing company, most of the time when we go in homes, in fact, I just did the Skype party for somebody in the other state. I'm located in the state of Arizona, and I was doing a Skype party. The lady said, "Hey, I'm familiar with you guys. In fact, I bought your nail kit a few years ago in the kiosk in the mall." And guess what? It happens all the time. If I go to Australia, a lot of them are familiar with what's going on in Seacret, or they have that product at their home. So they are familiar with the brand, they're familiar with the product, they also are familiar with what the product does in just a short period of time. So the company started with the kiosks in the mall. Now, again, after knowing that the malls pretty much, the way the industry goes today, it's a lot of things are shifting. We use a lot less advertisement because a big part of the social media right now, if you take a picture of yourself, you might be in some store, you take a picture of yourself, it doesn't matter what celebrity is dressed into that outfit. What's important is how your friends and family will react on that. So what people usually do, they go in the fitting room, they put the dress on, they take a picture, take a selfie, and then they send this picture to the World Wide Web on the Facebook or somewhere on the Twitter, and they see how many likes this color and how many people are going to say, no, this dress is not really cool, or they send a group message to their friends, right? And they make a purchasing decision based on the recommendations of their friends and family. So if that's the way the retail is going, it would be not smart not to capitalize on that. And that's what Seacret did. About 5 years ago, they made a transition into relationship marketing, into the network marketing, where, as you know, the best form of advertising is word of mouth. And so that's when we jumped on board about 4 years ago with me and my husband, and we started doing Seacret. And for us, it was such a different experience because neither one of us are really a skincare professional. We don't know much about skincare. My husband's form of skincare was whatever, you know, shampoo left at the top of his head is going on the rest of his body, and we'll call it a day, right? So that's how it really was going. For me, you know, I was a Target person. I would go, I think that skincare is just a big gimmick that they would sell you something that doesn't work anyway. So I would go and I would purchase something that kind of looks good, maybe not as expensive, because frankly, I didn't believe in skincare. I thought if you're getting old and your skin is getting old, it's just the way it is. You just have to get used to it. Maybe you should take better care of your internals, you know, eat healthy and exercise, so your skin as a result of it will be healthier. But guess what? Our skin is the biggest organ we have. It's exposed to the atmosphere. It's the first protection from the outside world. You've all seen people that I've never, before I started doing skincare, I didn't realize how many skin disorders people have. So, so our company transitioned into the relationship marketing from the retail operation. So our product is already tested by time. It's tested by the passerbys that go in the mall, because when you talk to somebody in the middle of the mall about your skincare, you do not have 30, 40 minutes of the time. You have just a split seconds to capture their attention, to interest them in your skincare. And again, when it comes to results, you again don't have 4 weeks, which is usually they recommend. After 4 weeks, you will have a change. You only have seconds, in fact, half a minute sometimes, to impress your customer. And we have the products that demonstrate that do that. So again, moving on, again, let's talk about the product. Where did we come from? Our company is originated in Israel. In fact, the manufacturing facility used to be a research institute for the Dead Sea for the last 25 years. And yes, I said the Dead Sea, it's the future of skincare is in the Dead Sea. Dead Sea, if you look at the history, Cleopatra, Queen Sheba, King Herod, all of them traveled to the shores of the Dead Sea, saying that Cleopatra attributed her young appearance and her beauty to often visits to the Dead Sea. In fact, the first natural spa was opened on the shores of the Dead Sea due to because of the healing properties of the Dead Sea. So in history, before you and me were alive, this phenomenon called Dead Sea was already recorded in the oldest book in the world, in the Bible. It already recorded by scientists prior to us that the Dead Sea has a unique atmosphere around it. And because it's dead, it's very salty. So there's nothing growing in the Dead Sea. And I kind of like, we just got back from Israel just a few months ago. And I like when I go in the sea and there's no any kind of leaves or anything touching my feet. The only thing that's touching your feet is the salt. And the salt is almost like a pure refined sugar. When you feel with your feet, they get exfoliated, and the water has natural oils in it. It has lots of minerals. So your skin feels amazing. And you just, all together, you feel healing powers of the Dead Sea. So again, based on the Dead Sea, so you take the future of the skincare, which is the Dead Sea. We partner up with the largest manufacturer of skincare called L'Oreal. You guys probably obviously know about L'Oreal. And again, L'Oreal, it owns over 500 brands. And I did say the word owns. They own companies like Lancome, Armani, Ralph Lauren, so a lot of skincare companies, a lot of retail, a lot of clothing companies. But guess what? They do not manufacture goods for any company that they do not own. Seacret is the only one. And that's impressive, because L'Oreal, seeing where Seacret is going and what is happening with this company, wanted to partner up and manufacture our skincare line. Now, our skincare line, you guys, is unbelievable. Why? Because we're using the latest technology in the skincare. In fact, we use turbo technologies. In a minute, I'll explain it to you why. We also use the natural elements like essential oils, fatty acids, minerals from the Dead Sea, mud from the Dead Sea. So all of that natural goodness that come from us from the Dead Sea and the environment in the Dead Sea, we mix it up together with the latest technologies like nanotechnologies, like biomagnetism, like peptide technology. And when you have the mix, you have this wonderful cocktail of things. Good things happen. Isn't that true? So our age-defying line, you guys, it's a miracle in the bottle, literally. We have this, the only reason, I think one of the biggest reasons we are in the business today is because my husband used to have this big bags. It was like a hereditary. All his family members have those giant bags. He says you can put Samsonite right underneath them because they were so huge. And so he used our eye serum, Age Defy eye serum, for only 4 days. And we met with a good friend of ours that seen him before, and she says, whatever you do, I am in, because I've never seen you looking almost 10 years younger. So you guys, again, you might not believe it. You might turn me off right there and then. And that's probably natural. You know why? Because most times it's commercials. It's just a lot of talking that the companies do for you. So this webinars, as much as we want to give you information, the really key thing that you need to do is try the product. And that's why we conduct those webinars in conjunction with our training webinars. So when I'm all said and done in the next 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes, you will have an opportunity in half an hour to apply this product on half of your face and experience Seacret. And I guarantee you, you will see the results between one side. Now, a lot of people say, well, what about the results? How long do they last? What if I wash your product? Would my face droop right back on and I'll gain another 10 years on my life on this side? And the answer is no. Here is the reason why. When you apply the product actually penetrates further into your skin. And in fact, tomorrow, please don't be mad at us, because that side that we did will actually improve even further. And I promise you're going to be back to fix your other side, because your whole face is going to be kind of crooked. So don't be afraid to grab the card, the business card of your Seacret agent that introduced you to this, and make sure to talk to them about this. So again, turbo skincare. For me, the experience was immense. I used to have these eyelids that just like droop on my face, on my eye, and you guys can see it right now. I use them, and I never thought it was the skincare that I was using. So today, we are obviously hooked on Seacret. And I know that sometimes something simple as a bar of the mud soap, which is one of the most popular products. In fact, I challenge you to find a company that have over 35 products in the product line, where each product is fully demonstratable, starting from soaps for your face and soaps for your body. If you try our soaps, you will never go back to the regular soap. If you try our shampoo, you'll never go without that shampoo. In fact, you're going to be putting it in the travel container bottle to go and make sure to travel with this. Hands down, if you try our masks and our serums and the moisturizers and our salt and oil scrub, you are going to be smothered in Seacret. You will have a Seacret Royale Dead Sea regimen experience. So make sure to get together with the person that brought you on this webinar and try the product, because the backbone of our business is the product. And as a result of it, obviously, when we start in the business, we want to make sure that you are not a salesperson. Most people, if you ask them if they like selling, they say, no, I'm not big on selling. Plus, I really don't like to use my friends and family on making money. And the thing is, how many of you feel like you're selling your friends and family when you go to a good movie, a good restaurant, and you share that experience with them? And most of you say, well, that's kind of not the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. If I go to a restaurant right here, we have in Arizona a really good restaurant called Citizen Public House, right? Right now and then I did the advertising for them. Now, this restaurant is not going to send me a $25 gift certificate to go because I shared that experience with you. But in Seacret, we compensate you for that. So when you share the experience, again, mind you, I didn't say sell. You demonstrate the product. And to demonstrate the product, you got to have a few packages in your hands. Well, pardon me, you got to have a few products in your hands. And being Seacret, we are conscious that everybody starts at a different level. So we have a variety of the packages. We have a professional package that contains every possible product we have in our line, including the latest products that we just unveiled in the last 6 months. And that includes our mud line. We have hair line. We have man's line. We have this fabulous acne clear that if you are prone to breakouts or acne, if you have teenagers that tries everything in the power in the world to fix their skin issue, this is the time to introduce him to Seacret products. So make sure that they get their hands on that acne clear that's clinically proven to fight acne. And I promise you, we're going to show them that with the combination with the mud soap, with the acne clear wash, and our clarifying mud mask, your skin will look and feel amazing. So again, the strength of our products is the strength of our business is in the product. So we have professional package. Then we have a special agent pack that has everything, every product in the line, excluding all the latest the products that were unveiled in the last 6 months. And that, so the professional pack is $16.99. But here's the thing, you get it for the product. If you combine all the products that in it, it's over $4,200 worth of product that you get for $16.99. That's, I called a deal. Why? You know, I go to Costco and our family don't eat as much ketchup. In fact, only one person in our family does really eat like ketchup regularly, but I go buy big 2 bottles in Costco. Why? Not because I eat a lot of ketchup, but for the same amount of money, I get twice as much product. So in our professional package, that's what you get. You get the best buying deal, best value for your money in the professional pack. The step down from this, as I said, we have a special agent pack, which is $14.50. And that package, like I said, has everything in it, excluding the last products that we unveiled in the last 6 months. And then we have step down from that. We have our premium package. And premium package is $550, has everything you need to conduct a powerful presentation, demonstration. As I said, you don't have to sell people on it, just demonstrate. It has a variety of the product to cover every age group, every possible desire as well. And that product, the only thing that's missing from this is a green line, which is our age defy line. And of course, you want to have that because a lot of people want to look faster and younger today in split second. They don't want to wait, right? They have high school reunions to do. They go to. They have birthday parties to go to. So make sure that that's a 550 pack. Now, and then we the last one, we have our basic pack, and that's really in the name. It's really a lot for personal use and maybe for occasional demonstration here and there. So check this out. Our company have a special promotion where if you start your business with a premium pack or higher, so in other words, let's pretend today I purchased a $550 package, and today I recruited my best friend, and she says, man, give me everything. I'm gonna start with a professional package because I am tired of the line that I'm using. In fact, you guys have body, you have hair, and you have face, and you have masks. Sign me up. So she bought a professional line and professional package. And then I found, say my mom decided to go with the premium pack. So on one side, I have a $550 package. On the other side, I have a $16.99. But when I do that, when that happens, it's something called, I qualified as a superstar. What the company does, because I accomplished my mission superstar, the company pays me immediately a $200 bonus, and they pay me a fast start bonus of $150 on marketing my friend a professional package, and a $50 bonus on marketing my mom a premium package. So just in recruiting those 2 people, I made $400. Now my investment was $550, and guess what? Our company allows us to upgrade our packages. So I want to recruit my next 2 people because now those bonuses, they double. That's right, they double. So what that means that if my next person buys a professional package, instead of $150, they now paid $300. I'm paid $300. If I marketed a $550 pack, now I make $100. And guess what? There is no limit on that. So I make another $400. So just by recruiting 4 people in the business with the packages, I make $800. So for sure, I'm gonna upgrade my package, because how can you not use the skincare that is not wasting your money? It's the skincare that produces results that you don't have to sell, you demonstrate, and timing. You'll be the only company that is doing it. There is no any other company right now that have a fully demonstratable line of product, that have a highest concentration of the Dead Sea minerals, that produces results in 15 minutes right there on the spot, and the results improve as the more you use it. So let's talk about the money, because money is important, right? Now, I always liked when previously, but before I started in this industry, I was paid one way. It was my salary check. Now, our company pays us 5 different ways. I like 5 way better than 1 way, right? So how does the company pay us? Number 1, they pay us for retailing the product. So if somebody today wants to purchase something, one thing, they want to pay retail price. By the way, when you become a VIP customer with us, you get 50 to 60% discount. And again, you set up your own frequency. You don't have to buy something every month. You have 30, 60, or 90-day frequency, and that's pretty cool. So Again, so they allow us to, somebody can come on my website, buy something, buy a mask, and I make the difference between retail and the wholesale price. Anyway, between 25% all the way up to 150%. Now, I don't have to store products at my home. I don't have to put the products in the garage and deliver it to anybody. None of that, you guys. The website is free. Somebody comes on my website, purchases the product, the company delivers. I get a check for, they get the product they wanted. I get a check in the mail for retailing that product to them. Simple. That's the first way. The second way we get paid is when we enroll customers, VIP customers, and that's where it gets really cool. So every time you enroll a customer, and by the way, our minimum purchase is $50 to get those discounts. This customer, the customer, anytime they repurchase, you create what's called the residual income, because with every purchase, the company pays us anywhere between 20 to 25% on that reoccurring order. So again, how many times do you need to show them the product? Only once. That's why it's important to have a big package so that they see the variety of the products that they have. And every time they purchase the product, you pay the residual income anywhere between 20 to 25%. Here's another thing that we have in Seacret that we started doing. It's called same-day pay. So when you have a first-time VIP customer, you pay 30% on that first purchase order. How cool is that? Within 24 hours, you set up a direct pay, you get a card from Seacret, and that card gets downloaded with a commission check. It's incredible. So that's a second way, VIP customers. Third way we get paid, we build a team. In fact, we build two teams, team on the left and team on the right. Every time I recruit somebody, that person goes left or goes right, left or right, left or right. Pretty simple, right? Obviously, we want to keep families together on one side because usually we all know same people, right? So you want to keep them together on one side. And then you'll say your best friend, you probably know together same friends, you keep them on this side. So and obviously you pay 10 to 15% commission on the volume that's happening in your team. The fourth way we get paid is something called leadership check match. That's exciting. Let's just assume you recruited me in the business and I'm jacked excited out of my mind. And I went out and I made $2,000 in Seacret. Now, because you brought me in the business and you qualified as what's called the bronze agent, which means you have 2,000 in volume on each side of your teams. And by the way, it's combined volume. It's not your personal. Let's say sorry about that. I qualified as a bronze agent as well, and I made, like I said, I made $2,000 check. You get paid 20% of my check to you. Now, it's not taken away from me. The company check matches what I make. So you make $400. Now, we have bronze agent. We have a gentleman yesterday on our vision webinar that qualified as a bronze agent inside of 2 weeks being in the business. Young man, a college student. So what if you have 10 people like me? So instead of paying $400 on what I make, what if you make 10 times more? 10 times 400 is $4,000. It's can pick up pretty fast. So, and again, it goes back to the product. You don't have to sell Seacret, demonstrate. People will become either customers or agents. And the last way we get paid is bonuses. And everybody loves bonuses. Anytime you get bonus at work, even if it's $15 bonus, you get excited. If you see your paycheck is missing $15, you're going to be unhappy. But if your check is gained $15, you're not going to ask them and say, where did those $15 came from? You'll probably keep it, right? So in Seacret, our bonus is a little higher. So quite a bit higher, actually. So we have one-time bonuses starting at $200 all the way up to $1 million. And then we have bonuses, every 4-week bonuses starting at $500 all the way up to $6,000. So what I want to make sure that you guys, I know some of you are pretty detail oriented on this webinar. We wanted to keep it short, under 30 minutes. In fact, I'm at 26 minutes right now. So I want to make sure that you guys, if you have any questions or you would like to poke my brain and see how does the compensation plan works, how does the company grow, what countries we in right now. By the way, we are currently in the US, Canada, Korea, Australia, Mexico, Japan, and we are pretty close to get into Germany. So you are stepping in the company, in the fastest growing company inside of this industry, and you can check on that. It's all over the news. So I highly advise to you that timing is everything. Location is to real estate as timing is to the business. So today you can start, and inside of 6 months, 6 to 9 months or sooner, you can generate a 6-figure income. How do I know? Because that happened to us. We started with a company inside of 9 months. We created same income that it took us in the previous network marketing adventure, almost 8 years. So of course, with this company, we have an immense opportunity to take advantage of the timing, take advantage of incredible product that we have, where we combine nature with the turbo science in skincare, which is unheard of. And of course, we have an incredible army of agents that brought you on this webinar that are ready to jump in and give you help, support, and welcome you in our Seacret community, in our Seacret family. So with that, I love you guys. I can't wait to hear from you. Please stick around in the next half an hour. In half an hour at 8 o'clock Pacific time, we're going to do a training webinar when I'm going to interview my husband that's going to be talking about how to prospect, how to conduct the fastest form, how we grow in the business called Wow Parties, and how we really grow this business and build it from zero to over 25,000 agents worldwide. So with that, I love you guys. See you in half an hour. Bye-bye.